How you doing? Welcome back to Master of None. If you've watched my channel at all, you know that I experiment with things. Sometimes I'm not exactly sure of how something's going to work out, but I give it a shot. If you're a regular viewer of my channel, you know that I recently completed the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League version of The Flash. And I've talked about the possibility of doing some more speedsters, but villains. So one of those is Red Death, and then the other one that I would like to do is Dark Flash. Well, Dark Flash or the New 52 Reverse Flash. And to me, their costumes are kind of similar. Not Red Death, but Dark Flash and the New 52 Reverse Flash. So what I'm going to try to do is use a technique that I've tried with creating skin for a dragon, and then also for this this character from Spawn, the Violator. I used it to create his skin, where I take plastic and I melt it to mold it, and I'm going to use that for this costume. So let's see how it goes. I'm going to try to use a variety of plastics. One is just a wrapper off of an item off of a canvas that I purchased. The other two are plastic wrap, and that's what I used for those costumes I was mentioning earlier. And I might even try to use some garbage bags, but I have like some pretty heavy ones, so I don't know how they're gonna melt. The idea that I have came from the upcoming The Flash movie. There's a character that DC hasn't mentioned or shown in the previews, but there's a toy out displaying what this character looks like. And I want to try to come close to that. So I'm going to play with this. I'm going to go in the house, bring my mannequin out and my heat gun, and let's see what we come up with. Quickly, here's my Violator. For anyone who hasn't watched that video of me creating this, this is plastic wrap that I used. All plastic wrap, not the extra plastic that I showed that I'm gonna attempt to use for this project. And I love the effect and how it came out. I mean, this character is supposed to be from hell, and he's kind of rot, has like a rot to his skin, and through using the heat gun, how it, melts the plastic. I mean, it gives it a really cool effect. And, this is close to what I'm looking for, but this is also a lot smoother than what I want. So we'll see how it goes. So much sun, I can't even see if I'm getting a clear picture. So this is what I'm finding. Oh, there you go. Now I can see it looks clearer. So I'm trying to get this melted effect, and I did pretty good in the chest area because when I used the trash bag, it collapsed on itself, so it gave some really good detail. But then you can look in the areas where it thinned out, and it took on the shape of the muscles that are underneath. I think what I'm gonna do, instead of using the plastic wrap, because another thing I didn't consider is whether or not the paint will adhere. And for the most part, he's black. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go grab another bag or two, gonna cut it up and bunch it up, tape it in place and melt it, and see if that gives a better effect. Because I mean, number one, the last thing I want to do, or anybody else would want to do, is encase themselves in plastic for cosplay. I mean, you'll sweat your everything off if you did that. And I always planned to cut this apart and glue it onto an undersuit instead of, you know, what's happening right now. So I don't even know if I'd be able to get this stuff to peel off the way it's melting. But you know, it's a process. I'm trying to figure out the best way forward, but I'm not getting the crinkled, burnt effect that I was looking for. And then also another thing to consider is for the new 52 reverse flash, where it looks like the suit is peeling off of him. This would be a good way to go to do that, to cut the pieces that would adhere to the suit. Also to have plastic pieces that look like it's like the, you know, it looks like the undersuit is peeling off in a different color. So this is where I am. I'm gonna get more bags and get back to this. Yeah, I'm not really liking the plastic wrap. So I'm thinking one more plastic bag to cover the arms, to cover the shins, and to leave enough plastic for the spines that seem to be coming off of them in different places. So I'm gonna grab that and then we'll speed the video up again. Whew. Well, there it is. Let's take a closer look. I'm still gonna have to trim some pieces and also decide if I have to leave this attached to the undersuit that was on the mannequin because the plastic might have adhered to it from the heat, or cut it and reassemble it on another costume, which would make it a little bit more precise. Well, I got it off basically in one piece. I don't know about you, but it kind of reminds me of the Skin of Evil from that Star Trek The Next Generation episode. And we'll look in the back. Ooh. Yeah, I kind of planned on re-adhering this to an undersuit. I did cut up this undersuit a little bit trying to get this off. I don't want to use that as the undersuit because I sprayed paint on it, so that's going to take away from the air holes, and I'll have to figure out how to strategically place this on an undersuit where my body can breathe. I can put the mask, I mean, I can put the whole headpiece on and I can breathe fine, but just the thought of all of this plastic covering me. I don't even know if you could hear me through this, but I should have a good time putting all this back together. So the next time you see this will be for a full suit up and chasing the Flash. Thanks for watching, Master of None.